Can you hear me? We're having a show.
All right, guys, we are back again. For part 2, you can see, I think you can identify the faces. Apart from one, we have TK there, and then we have Uncle B. Okay. We have Emanuela, as always, the Google Master, and my boy over there,
Uncle Ego.
What do you Ego or Ego, right? So we are back in the studio with more interesting conversations with Common Lounge, Monday Service. We are back again. God, guys.
I have one thing to say. I want to start before we continue. Ready? Nkaniza. I've seen your comments. Everyone is saying good in the Duntu, Janchani. But hey, listen. I didn't in a Duntu. Listen, it's true. None of them has. I don't take it personally. Oh my yes, in a Duntu, but we'll meet in June. This is October, Banoba. But in June, when it's nice and cold, you talk to me about being a Duntu. So thank you very much. You can continue in the comments about being a fatty. Okay.
But yes. June what are you trying to insist?
I'm saying I'll be warm. I'll be very warm.
But you want her warmth.
Yes, you want my warmth. We'll talk about it.
That's why Uncle B is in the middle. That's why Uncle B is in the middle.
You know, I said what I said and I meant. I said what I said and I meant.
But anyway,
every single word.
You know what?
She's doubling down. Standing on business.
Anyway, we'll jump into the comments later on because yes, we're not going to the allegations I got, but that's later on. Today we have a new story. You do know the story though, but then there's new development to the story, which when I saw this development, I was like, okay, this is quite interesting. And I feel like I want us to talk about it, to hear your perspective. Uncle Ego, so I would in the psychiatrist. So I think we're killing two birds with the stone right now.
Yeah.
And Uncle B, the bouncer. I'm the Ngozo.
I'm a therapist with a space between.
See your qualifications, guys, because today I'm qualified. So, psychologist, wait, did you graduate?
To know. All right. Anyway, welcome though. Okay. Welcome. I want to thank you for last week. It was Mother's Day, and you showed up. Everybody else showed up, and we saw so many comments. A lot of people, you were, I think, Tina Lumikizana Bankani on motherhood. So I want to appreciate you. As always, thank you for always coming to this service. We are one, right? So let's jump into the story. Like I said, you already know the story, and a lot of you also know the story by now. It's about Annie Idibia and Two-Face. Is it?
Okay.
Yeah. Those that don't know about these two people, these two Nigerian couple, right? So let me just take you just my snippets of their relationship. Yeah. So Two-Face, Two-Face.
I think
Baba.
No. He was Two-Face.
Baba. Okay, so Two-Face. I mean, you are my African queen.
Yeah.
Legendary.
song.
And I get na belegera mimba ina yanga.
Yeah, sina neza. Ben wafasana. Ben usafase, usafast.
He's not a canon.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shout out. Let's go.
Don't listen to him.
All right. So just to do a recap of their relationship, I'll get to the point where I want the discussion to happen. Yeah. But just a recap of their relationship. Apparently, they met in 1999 when Anne was 15 years old.
Who was even born then? I'm joking.
Wow.
I was so born.
All of us, child.
I thought you said 1989. Sorry. Okay.
99.
Dilibo.
Yes, baby girl. Baby girl was 15 years old and brother man was 24.
Predator.
Yeah, he was 24. Yeah, when they met. So he was 24, she was 15.
Wow.
So they got they started they started their relationship, Zugenda, and then I think within their relationship, brother man Anaiso with other sides. Right, 2 of them. Yeah. So I think he proposed. I think was that 2004. That's when he proposed. So 1999 to 2004. How old was she?
19.
Yeah.
Tabanga ni masam.
Wait, she was
20.
She was 20.
I would 20.
Yeah,
Okay, so she was 20 when he was proposing. That's 2004. So when he was
No.
Wait, if he was 24 in 1999,
he was 29.
29.
that
So it was 29.
extra 1 digit is killing me.
Oh,
Sorry.
So yeah. So when he was proposing, Anna would he wamenyagale like with the 2 sides kuligala na wini.
wende anali bachangu.
So by the time that they were getting married, Sine Woody apana baja tafiga follow.
He had 4 kids before he got married to his wife.
To this baby.
None of them has.
Yes.
So as they were dating, he was just having kids.
Yeah.
And you don't pity that.
Don't really like
Okay,
he's better than us.
We are still going.
Okay, sorry.
With this story. Yeah.
Let him cook.
Let her cook. Let's let Gugu.
So anyway, they get married. I think my African queen in 2004. You may say. So around that time. So another time African queen. That's when he was proposing, wedding. They did, I think, Chinkoswe. You know, their traditional wedding in 2004, and then they did a wedding. Is it Dubai? They did their wedding in Dubai. They had a kid. So one of the baby mamas, he was still part of her life, 100%. So one of the baby mamas also left, I think, Nigeria. She started staying in the States. Yeah, anyway, relationship going. Anaja kumabadwa bana within that space while they are married.
Well.
Yeah.
So on piling on top of the 4.
Yeah.
Like side babes as well. Like
So kwina kumuzindonjezela cause yeah. So anyway, I think there's a show, there's a reality TV show. What is that?
A young, rich and African?
Yeah, young, rich and African. That one. So
yeah,
but there's love, there's rich, there's famous. Oh, there's famous in there. Yeah, there's famous, something else like that. So Anne happened to be on the show. So in this show, she was also talking about her marriage, the experiences that she has had, how heartbroken she was, and how she felt like she has had to fight for this man all her life. You know, Komano, she doesn't feel Kwambiri, you know, like loved in that way, whatever, or valued, whatnot. So they have 2 kids. Komano, I think Pana Baja. I think all the kids in total, I think they're 8 now. So Tika Palizas on their Anne to figure 8.
Oh, wow.
Right. So anyway, within the show, I think season 2, he came and he was they talked about their marriage, patched up stuff. He proposed again because I think they did that episode around their anniversary. So he proposed again. It was like a whole shebang within the show. You can go check it out in season 2. So anyway, after the show, literally months later, Brother Man releases I think he tweeted, right? Kunena Woody, me and Anne have been separated for a very long time, right? So, before this episode came out, there was a VN that was circulating. Like Anne was crying, Kunena Woody, how can you do this to me, innocent? How can you go to the States to mentioning one of the baby mamas?
His name is Innocent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here, blessings, Emmanuel.
Emanuela.
Emanuela.
Aliza.
So, like, how can you do this? Like, like I'm just seeing, like, he went to the States to one of his baby mamas, whatever. So they had a thing, but just so she was busy lamenting, crying, whatever. And then that's when, we're now in this show. We're doing this come anniversary thing. Baby Boo is apologizing, whatever. And then 2 months later, if I'm mistaken, Komano, you can find the story. It's everywhere. Yeah, baby boy, innocent of a man. He released this caption, goodie, him and Anne have been separated for a very long time.
Yeah.
So they're getting a divorce, whatever. Seconds later, after that tweet came out, he posted another one in a Woody. His account was hacked. Yeah. And then after that post, he did a video post now. Him now speaking, no, my account was not hacked. Whatever I said, and it's true.
Management in a
Yeah. Me and her, what? We're getting, we are no longer together. And baby girl didn't know anything else about it.
And in the meantime, Anna's losing her mind.
Yes.
She's fighting with people. She's losing weight.
Yeah. She's no, he's a good man. Like, she's busy defending him. Like, tablets are everywhere.
But she's still defending him.
Why she's been brother man, wadulutano ma post amini wao. Season test for 2 minutes. Man's he's getting engaged to another
girl,
another babe. She's
I think I saw that post. Yeah.
She's a whole in people. Literally, I think the same day. That's when ama tulutano joga winai. Right? So they did a whole engagement, they did a whole wedding. People at first thought like, good, it's a hoax. They're just doing this thing for clout.
Even my guy innocent and I think Kazuyu ampangira mankwala. Yeah.
So anyway, that's been happening, whatever. So Pagadiba now, Antuno, they started comparing when Anne was the problem. Good Anne was the problem. Innocent has been a victim this whole time. Because yes, so and one of drugs. Two-Face and Anne. Like like
the way Whitney is a Whitney in the Bobby.
Exactly. So now they even started comparing their marriages. No wonder Banjala Anne is silly Nani before Anne is a very difficult woman. If you can see Two-Face and Natasha Banjali Limba. This is a forever marriage. So now like they'll do like a whole breakdown of why this new marriage is going to last and why not. So now while we are here today, yesterday randomly the new hit found me, right? So now and if you can go back to the show, and now it's like I'm promoting the show, but anyway, it's just for reference sake. There's another dude, what's this, the designer guy?
Designer who he did what?
No, he's Nigerian, like best friend and I'm Indian was in the show.
Designer. This guy.
He's very flamboyant.
Yes, very.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
It's more feminine.
Yeah.
Feminine style.
Very. Anyway, find it.
He's gay.
Somehow.
Out him.
That's for maybe.
You look at him.
The name, maybe. Thank you.
Swanky.
Thank you. Yes, Swanky, my fella. So in the show, they are representing like, goody, this is my best friend, Chani, like he's my designer. Man would come like we click. Man would in the show. So not Banamo, some kind of I guess was that Two-Faces. Chani the bestie. Ka best friend kana zakudezeka ka break up whatever. Hey.
So best friend ndo anje guys a minute.
My best friends. Dao, ndi ani. I'm cause Dao might not the way Dao sama wonder. Maguti. So sinanga baby girl is trying to defend her marriage, whatever. So this guy like that's it, whatever. Yeah. So they got into a whole situation, right? Got break up. Yeah. So now this relationship has resurfaced and it's going strong. It's like I wouldn't. Now it's like they are dating.
And
Banky and Diane.
Banky and Anne.
Oh,
Banky and Diane are dating.
Yeah.
Book by its
Thank you. So now we are like this is wrong.
Why is it wrong?
This is wrong. Why is Anne dating her divorce is not even yet finalized? She's supposed to
not finalized.
wait, I'm not done. She is supposed to wait for 2 or 4 years before she starts dating again, right? Because you have not grieved your husband, truly, but you have not grieved him.
Is it worth forgiving?
And the thing is, you have just proven, Goody, you are a loose woman.
But
You're already cheating on him.
what the heck?
Yeah.
before you continue, you're saying good him
Semester
Ujin.
innocent.
Yeah.
I think you
Hey.
Bacha bali dabo.
Was not
Finalized.
finalized.
Hey.
Yes.
So
So what's the issue?
Yeah, me too.
You know what? Social media is different. You know what I've been saying is when Two-Face married, guys, that nigga's lost weight. He doesn't look good, bro. He doesn't look good. People were like, Muna Ann was actually the thing that was keeping him together because him and this guys, he's just going to places dressed anyhow.
Yeah.
He's lost
Looking like a zombie, actually. Like, just looking like a zombie.
I think I think society is so unfair to women. I feel like no banga place my standards I think Kanye can do my standards. Okay, you can finish. Yeah. How much is a story?
He said, okay. Now, this is proof now, she's a loose woman. Because if she was a woman of values, she would have waited. At least she would have given herself 2 years or more. Like she should grieve Bobo and, like up her value also in the market before she actually started dating. Komana Baba just even Chaga Siginat, it's just been months and already she's being flamboyant with another dude just showing off and then whatever. So that is not a very good example to
other
women.
girls.
Yes. That's a very, very strong sign of being a loose woman. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I have a team tomorrow, right? For me, I want to dissect this whole thing. In this situation, because I do believe there are a lot of people innocent outside there that have been through this kind of situation, messy
And we know
kind of
them.
situation, right? So my society is expecting one partner to still be single, like probably even for the rest of their life, just to show they were the loyal one, or to show as a woman I'm not supposed
But to what avail?
So educate me, because when I saw it I was a bit livid, but I was like, maybe because I mean I would as women were emotional beings, maybe I'm being emotional about this. So I'm like, you know what?
I can see it.
I have a whole situation here. So let's just dissect this.
Yeah, I have okay. Yeah, you will start and I'll be last. Let me just be like, okay, here's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight to the part that I think I'm mostly passionate about it. And that is the sexual liberation of women. Okay? The idea that a woman will come out of a relationship, a marriage, or whatever it may be, and move on is so scary for society. She's never supposed to have sex ever again. She's never supposed to see anyone be in love and what. I think, and I think even more so because the friend is somewhat flamboyant, people don't know what to do with that situation. Why is she not taking her time? But to be very honest, that man, first of all, he's a pedophile.
Yeah, she's
Secondly,
Which one? Oh, as in
innocent.
yeah.
Innocent is a pedophile. He's a manipulator, and he's a disloyal,
We
dishonest
cannot
person.
know the pedophile situation for sure. Wait, let me cook now.
Hey!
They dated, but we don't know for a fact if they did the deed until maybe because they married when
she was 20.
20, I think, yeah.
Now, from a Christian belief section, you can actually be with a woman until
They're boiling.
Makula,
Boiling.
then you can have sex after marriage.
Yeah.
So the PDF situation only happens if Ngat they did the deed.
Okay, so okay.
let me-
no,
wait, can I-
so Ben, no fun to say.
with somebody as somebody that has like knowledge. My degree is in psychology, right?
Yeah.
You can be a pedophile. You can be diagnosed with pedophilia even if you've never touched.
Without acting out.
It's not about the action. The thought of you looking at a 15-year-old
And
and
saying,
saying, "Damn, I want to marry her."
And even
You're a
Muzi doesn't-
pedophile.
Muzi is-
No, Palimakacha in our head.
It doesn't matter. A pedophile is a pedophile regardless of your
Come on,
culture.
no, okay,
You can
like-
dress it up. If you dress up a pig, is it not a pig anymore because it's wearing a dress?
Why you vega lipstick? Why you vega lipstick? But how do you sanduka baby girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you know it?
But
Right? My argument is the file.
Okay.
The defilement was.
Yeah.
We cannot say that situation.
We are just assuming
need
when it
it.
didn't happen.
If this party, the party guy my fire as of now.
Action.
Now, okay, if you say that, then probably
Yeah.
Put umajima maganizo.
Yeah.
You're saying
Okay, then I would okay. Chapo,
Yeah.
no, just to ride on your assumption.
Yeah.
Then I would could the fire didn't happen. That's why he had 2 baby mamas outside
Probably.
this relationship.
probably.
bed.
It can be to say that mapita kuina kuti yeah, koma okay, koma ine ndikuona ngati kuti okay, kungokhani maganizo eri. Okay, munthu sitani ndi munthu otani zaka 14. First of all, 15.
24.
Yeah, so for example, you're 24. Imene ndimakhanga kumpanga gloom. It's a mindset whereby you're glooming that person. So in any man go about okay, sunabange acted, of course there is no evidence, so we cannot go to that. Koma ukutani naye mwanaye. I think.
Muzi
Honestly.
Ukutani naye.
Ungoma sama
Ungonda.
For one.
Eh?
Umozi.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll wait for you.
That's why
Akoma nkhani ngenda kuti kwambire it's about like nthawi imene mind wise amakhala munthu ali mature. So you are dealing with someone who is vulnerable. So nkhani yake ndoti it's not about kuti kukhala ndi mwanako kulakwa kwake kunene kwa ine maona ngati kuti it's about kuti mu decision making ya munthu right sanapange develop to a certain extent. So it's easy kuti iwe umpanga manipulate, you can do zinthu zambiri. So akazosewa amene ali kwasewa ukufuna mwana amene ifaya.
And at,
Koma I know it's common.
at that time he was famous. Today he had women. So he was
had
still having
grown
babies.
women
He was
throwing
still having babies as well.
and then
At that whole time.
Ndekuti mwina soulmate wake anali ani ndekuti.
Bro,
Yeah, she was the one.
Yeah.
Ndekuti.
Mr. One.
she was the one who
What if soulmate wake anali ani?
Timapita abedu gune, like if the other kids were still popping up.
No, she was the one he was in love with.
Okay. Come on.
Or having sex.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because maybe you have nice genes.
Okay.
Nice genes.
Chemistry.
Do ufuna go cause kuna I think kuli 2-2. 2-2.
4 nthawi imene 94.
Eh.
You know,
Yeah.
is it Kaodani?
Yeah, but
Those
that's
are
also,
abe komwe.
You know, people, that's what I want to do. Okay. I was to have kids.
But I'm a funa kunokhala right?
Mhm.
Fina kwake. Osachifora makubona yena.
Because andisalire dota aziwe zimene zobudula mpunga wagulu tase.
The men around.
Yeah.
Just the idea of that. I'm not saying that it's not true or it doesn't happen or whatever. But does the idea of that sit comfortable? You see that and you hear that and your friends have it and that's you're comfortable with that.
Okay, so it's about them. It's not beautifying my eye. But-
Koma kwa wazima wagome, right?
So whatever it is, I have to accept it.
So in going by that logic, if you had a friend, how old are you? 31, 30, 27, 28?
Psychologist, yes.
Psychologist doesn't mean I can read minds, please. Okay, you're turning 31. Cool. So if you had a friend that
Just 6 years is dating by 31.
if you had a friend, let's say 2-3 years older than you, and he was dating a 17-year-old, you could now look at that and be like, oh, it's not for me, but it's for you, and continue being friends with him.
It's a no-go zone.
Okay, so pedophilia is a
children.
the children's situation.
I cannot even extract that shit.
okay. So you would be comfortable keeping somebody in your social circle that's a deadbeat dad.
Okay, here's the thing, right?
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted for clarification.
We experience people differently.
Slow down.
Let's bring him.
Matter of fact, you're fathering you as an issue. You have there for as an issue. Now you bring another issue out with that.
Yeah, it's made as fish.
That topic. Get the command upon the argument, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even. I just want clarification.
So if you want to tackle issues,
I think let's start one by one. Yeah.
Okay.
Like what? I think
You're sitting at 29?
we also don't have to forget why we are here. Kudi Zimayo now is being back.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One I think I'm one you also have to consider the fact where did they meet?
Yeah.
Because you can tell me again pedophile. Let's say brain around one Nintigana we usually. You understand? And later he discovers she's 18. And we already know women have sons with my hormones out of Makora. So you can say what would involve it, but you don't understand the context. At the end of the day, where you know somebody else who's 17 who's dating a minister in Aga MP.
Yeah.
You understand? You have been in universities, you know value the Jomari, you come and data. Say for example, Gaza Matera and Digo, Kena when you can pesa. Do you think in the Gambara in that context? So I'm saying all these things as a context.
Yeah.
So we cannot just take and just take 1 hour.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can agree to a certain extent, right? I can agree that we live in a world where very young girls, find themselves in situations. I'm not.
We know.
Very young.
My city certainly now.
They find themselves in situations where they shouldn't be.
Or they find it, I mean, they create.
There's an No, because why does the delusions check for ID? Like they find themselves there. But let me cook. Let me finish.
Do we find ourselves in situation? Do we put ourselves in situation?
We put ourselves.
As a child, you find yourself. You can't compare your actions to a child.
Okay.
I'm hearing that. That's why I said, let me cook. Let me finish. Let me finish. Right? I can understand that young girls often are found in places where they shouldn't be. And for that one night, you're at the club, it's loud. It's not like you're having stimulating intellectual conversation. Cool. Once you now find out, Kudi, this is a child, the onus is on you. You can't now be like, I didn't know, but now I know. I did it already. So it's okay.
Emmanuel, life is not scripted. It's sporadic. It's very sporadic. It's not.
You're a performer.
Yeah.
Is that Akon? Akon anashaga siga na wauche. Anawanga dry hump wauche.
And I'm saying that's fine, but once you find out she's 17, she's 16, she's 15, you're the grown-up. That's for you to leave. And I'm judging you for not leaving. I'm judging you for not leaving. You leave, Basi. Yeah, you say, bro, don't ever do that again. You tell all of your friends, Kudi, that's a fucking kid, bro. Don't touch her. I don't care what her ass looks like. That's a child. You didn't know. Fine.
Ben.
After that.
Let's just say, mfanayo, wakalali, aguyenda kuyambira chama 17, akufunta. Ali active mu industry.
Mu industry?
Yeah, give it.
Umuiga mafuto ben.
Yeah. 18 mwana akufunta. 19 akufunta. Koseko wakala kupanga bad decisions. She's now legally an adult by 18. Right? Still 19, same trace. Sana Sinti, she's mature. We can say she's mature.
At 19?
Yes.
Legally. I mean,
Is she mature? Legally she's mature. Is she mature like psychologically?
No, legally. That's psychological. Uko fika 30 also nakali mature guy.
Iwe, tandi gani gaya.
Ben continue.
Mature alinzaka 16.
Yeah,
but
Ben.
legally sali mature.
Yeah.
16 ali mature. Mwanabe.
Yeah.
So if we go to legalities, let's go by 18.
Yeah, age.
Na kupanga zake zo salongosoka alinzaka 18, alinzaka 19, same traits. Sana Sinte, sana panga identify kuti zomendu kupanga zisiza po. You know? Now, where is the line where you decide kuti apapa di munthu uyu ndiwaza choncho, you know.
Okay.
Koma kwa ine the thing mafani ngoyankhula kwa. I feel like really for a man guy, ankhani your choice. I think it talks about like self-identity first. I think one thing we don't talk about is we talk about situations to say dating magudi. Koma kwa ine I would speak from my experience. I made a decision to say I cannot date until 18 or 19. I know I'm 31. Yeah, I'm 31. So I'm turning 32. So okay, but I cannot.
And he's the oldest one.
Okay, so
you're in your hair, bro.
but I cannot date them. It's because of my self-identity. So in any morning amuna ambile sana khalepo pasi ndikupanga ma boundaries. Kupanga create my boundaries. Because in life, my definition ya kuti what is legal jani, what is jani, is very subjective. And no one can say kuti ase uzona joncho zinthu. Koma kwa ine nimeona ngati munthu at 19. I've got my sisters, I've got my cousins. They are 19 or 20. Nimakaso ina kuathanisa school. Ndoti they behave as kids. Koma I understand they might be mature. And ndazelu they are mature koma I know kuti uyu ndi mwana by experience.
They're your sisters and your cousins. You cannot look at them that way.
Okay.
So let's leave it there.
Okay.
But your perspective has been the situation with a lot of men.
Okay.
Where they'll look at a 19-year-old or 20 years like, this is a child.
Yeah.
You know? But then, I don't know whether it's the horniness, hormones or whatever, you get to realize you would see a kid at 19, she's looking 26. She's 19 or she's 18, she's looking 26 or 25. You get my point?
Yeah, I get it.
That's about Mwina Gungonega.
Yeah.
In terms of Mwina dressing, acting, and Zolankula.
Yeah. And Zolang.
You see? Now,
yes.
Yeah. You know, they hate it when you call them, even though they are
Amakana.
they are malusa. Hey, you know, they get pissed. Like they want to do Zimina and Kamabanga Gula.
It's a sign of
Like they can't wait.
Of immaturity.
Like they can't wait to, you know. So I don't know whether we can fault the parenting situation.
Yeah.
Or the environment. But there's a time when they look at those kids. You like, first of all, you're like, no, man, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
But then when you face the reality, you get to realize these kids are doing the most. 35.
Yeah.
Like they're doing the craziest stuff that you can't even fathom.
I think
And
also
that's because they're young.
Okay, another thing is
It's not an excuse. When we were young, like I'm old school. Entire many if you're Tinali Mafana.
Yeah.
I'd say around how many.
got it. Damn. Daddy.
So if you dating was so different,
Yeah.
you could you would date almost a year.
Yeah.
The most romantic thing you could get from a woman was a kiss.
A kiss.
A wet kiss.
Where to
You could kufika kuchipinda kwanu, you would chat, watch movies, do whatever, touch each other. And you would get blue balls. Young guys of today, they don't know what blue balls are. Yes, they've never experienced blue balls.
Okay.
So going back to the issue, my guys then akulu.
Yeah.
Ana unana jinokonoti ana akupanga zoopsha kuposa atsikana akula.
Yeah.
So that's when you stop feeling sorry for them. You're like, you know what? I think the craziest things let's leave them at whatever. I'll give you an example right now.
Yeah.
The way nudes are going about.
Yeah,
Manudes. Manudes. It's you're like, how is this? How? You know?
She had a conversation.
You see?
With,
you're even getting freaked out. Like other girls are getting freaked out. But you see my guys are all there like, well, it's just a cat. It's just a cat. You know?
Yeah,
like,
okay, komaso nkani say na mino young crowd. Amuna ambidate we timaza figure by peak. Mina from 26, mina 30. Ababa mine mun financially mamuna makanga rwamba kufika over peak.
Yeah.
Kani mine sisi mayankula. For example, mamuna at maybe at 19. Sika at 19 and a man at 19. Than how we do see because I think they start experiencing life. Actually, I say ambida mina makao kuru biga kafika zaga ma 28. amakhala panga zinthu zambiri so from 19.
You're damn right.
Yeah, so amuna makhala okay, amuna kwambiri nkhani izizi we don't talk about. Amuna have had experience whereby kuti akazi amapeza kuti mina anawasiya mwachipongwe because of your financial status mwakuti. So pano mamuna akhaza kuti iye wafika mina 28 amati anyway, why should I go for my age bracket? Let me go down a bit. Vurage umakhaso limini liso amuna ina going for.
It's actually not even a problem.
It's not a problem.
Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay. I think there was something that you said about girls nowadays are doing things zopya wambili kukosa, you know, akulu, right?
Yes.
But I feel like it's also based on circumstance. Eddie. I think one thing that one of you said was good. Nothing is scripted. Eddie. If you look at the typical, I'm so sorry, I'm going to say this school, but if you look at this typical girl from CU or from Magu, right? Right now they're going through university. They're trying to finish. And they're very young. Some they go to school at 16, 15.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah.
And they're pushed into this environment where there's a lot of sex, there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of there's freedom as well, right? Something that they've never experienced before. Yeah. Of course, they're going to, you know, indulge in a few things. They're going to date an older man here and there, right? But I think that one thing that we should really try and do is, especially for men, as soon as you realize, okay, this girl is young, right? Look within yourself and be honest. And be honest and say, okay, fine, you know, I know that I'm at an advantage compared to this girl. That grandchild for how many years? And I'm more grandchild 20 years. 16, 17.
It's an ego boost. Yeah. You know the things that you can do or show off to a 19-year-old. A 27, a 30-year-old, a 34-year-old would not be impressed.
You can't buy me pizza and
be like, oh my gosh, I'm KFC. Sorry. And then he took me to KFC. So what, bro? Like, and you do that because you want to feel bigger than you are. Yeah. And those young girls will make you feel bigger than you are. And I stand by that shit too.
We're going to go back to what he said. Yeah.
KFC slander ina kwa Twitter ya nai one.
Hey.
Magai. Udenga na baby. It is the thought that counts. Yeah?
Let's into good KFC there's a problem. Hey. Yeah. Guys, Banova
out of context.
Yeah, KFC Banova minimum 20,000 muntu mmoja. That's a lot of money. And I understand. Because when did KFC? It's not
versus a 19-year-old.
The 19-year-old would probably say,
they'll look at that 60,000. Oh, well, he likes.
Because when did KFC? Okay.
No, kuna njonjo. Ninja.
Tuone kama.
Yeah.
So I think to some of us, you give na yuri. Kumbe yona njonjo. Of course, but I'm not getting my pregnant. Made to and I want they'll take advantage. I say, we look bando, then I want you to face the north. You get me?
Okay.
But I'm gonna get that genuinely saying, would I say, if you don't have bundle, then I'll have trouble to call you because you're not on WhatsApp. I want to get your bundle because I want to communicate with you. Oh, but yeah, WhatsApp.
Mastiga.
All right. So do you know if you can be that guy, be honored, have that integrity, and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with it.
That's good.
But you know where the problem is? Someone else is gonna
okay.
Let's say I went out one night stand less than 18 years. Then
That's
it's uncomfortable goma ulimplaketi hapo. It's uncomfortable goma.
1920 with one. Singapore dead for the one day and I'm on like not because it's wrong, but because when I look at them,
they're still kids.
All right. One of the stuff my guys are victim of node whatever situation. My guys already the more bracket 19 to 22 years. 19 to 22 yeyears. And however, they have proudly said they have lost count of their bodies.
Oh, lost
Yes. No. Why no?
Lost count. Aye.
It's the age bracket. Wait, listen, guy.
It's a kind defensive, yeah. It's a kind defensive.
That you want me to feel sorry for.
I don't want you
Someone
to
who lost
I don't want you to
body
feel,
count.
I don't want you to feel sorry for. I want you to have your own sense of integrity. It's not about you feeling sorry for them and their situation. It's about you as a person.
Yeah.
Being like, am I gonna fuck a 17-year-old? I'm 30, I'm 40, I'm 50. Am I gonna fuck a 20-year-old? It's not about them. It's about you. Wait. Before. And also to the point that you brought up that like Zach KFC and it's not everybody else. I don't like, okay.
Go on.
Find it.
I'm trying. I
Find
think
it.
we're having conversations like this, right? Or conversations that we had the last time, right? There's an air of disingenuousness, right? That comes into it. We're talking about predators. I say something about predators. Somebody hops in on some comment. Not everybody's predators. Just taking you to KFC. You know what I mean? We weren't talking about two consenting adults or even two consenting teenagers, right? That want to say, babe, let's have a picnic. Let's go to KFC and watch a movie. That's not what we're talking about. Pick up your KFC, go home, watch a movie, right? That's not what we're talking about. But I've noticed this thing of we're having a conversation about one particular thing. You know we're having a conversation about one particular thing. And then you jump in with your other thing. Where does that tie into what we're talking about?
And also, like, I think what you're saying is, men will feel sorry about. Okay, will not hit on a girl who's 19 because they grew up with 19-year-olds. Or they grew up with why do you need to have that blanket over? Could you okay,
So that's what
Okay, I love you. I've been quiet for you. My point so I'm telling you, my brother. I'm listening. You are cooking people. I needed to let you cook, yeah? So there's the point that he said about Kuri as a person.
Yeah.
But as a person, you need to know yourself, right? For me, it's okay, because for me, it's not just about what a man is supposed to do, right? For me, it's everybody else's responsibility. Right. And for me, I also understand from all of this chat that has been going on, there are so many factors that are leading with a 15-year-old to find themselves in this situation, right? They're going to a club in the first place. Why are you, as a 15-year-old, going to a club?
Yes.
Right? Because you can because you cannot say you are 15, then you do not know the difference between wrong and right.
Yeah.
Right? If this one, at least for me, I can understand if you are 8 years old, and literally even in our culture, right? Ugama figure 11 when a parent says no one develop physically, right? This talks and it's not all of the parents, but most of them. The conversation begins. As Muna says in Zaku. And especially when you just have your first period as a girl, right? They tell you usama yezenda anyamata ama daily. You know, like there's all of this conversation that happen, and they are telling you all of this. So you know, it's like there's a little understanding that that happens.
I agree.
Right? So you cannot tell me what at 15 and 14 you don't know the difference between right and wrong.
Like you don't know better.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. Well, it's everybody else's responsibility. And as I've said, my factors I'm being. Let's say the parenting, in the ball. And also we have peer pressure. We have Zinduzambili, right? Kwamana as a person, as what he said, you need to sit down with yourself and to say, who am I? What am I going to be doing? And as I'm saying, it's everybody else's responsibility. As a man, when you found yourself in this situation, we go to Emanuela's pill, right? Dosage. You found out with this child, not good if they don't know better. They do know better, but they just want to have fun, right? Komano, you found yourself in that situation as a man.
Yeah.
I think one of you said, when I would wasn't Galibira. Let that person take accountability. Yeah, they have to take accountability. This is a dumb decision that you're doing. Dude, you're not even supposed to be here. Because you were wanting, probably, I'm 18, I'm 19. Whatever, right? And now I'm finding out you are below.
You're the club.
Right? So, 21, right? No. You are going to shame her, whatever. Komano, you are doing it when this asas abangeso. And even this child as unava bo and wafiga ba 19. Yeah. But do you do 19-year-olds? Do you do 20-year-olds? Do you do
according to your identity, according to your self introspection?
You're in your 40s. Do you do that bracket?
I think attitude the behavior it's from the environment.
Okay.
Atsikana they've had the impression that I can use my femininity for transactions to get what I want in life. So which ambili they've grown with to the point there was an issue in time my Vienna bangaligi yakansikana kwauza posisi. Good. I can give you my cat if you give me good grades. And the teacher was like, what?
Yeah, he licked them himself.
Yeah, the guy was like, huh? You want what? You want me to get the cat? Yeah, I'll give you the cat and just make sure I pass my exams, blah 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 blah. So it's like these kids, they have this mindset. As long as I'm like this, I'm gonna go. I give this, I get that.
Context in as a ministry man for it, Ben. I think okay, Zagaso, for example, Panova. For example, I had my first phone when I was in Form 4. And it means I never had access to a phone Form 4. Just imagine, of course, for me. And phone yanga internet in Yamba Nabesa university. You get it. Masiwa no mafana even at 7. Mwana mapesa on the phone, internet. So I think access to information. I think issues the access to information. Manga trigger certain behaviors because you never because I wasn't exposed
to that stuff.
So nimazibanga imagine kuti inene ngakauti panova ndiri Form 1 ndiri ndi phone like ngene ana kwathu panova mena kunjoyera ana kwathu. Could I be behaving like that now? I think we don't talk about that because context ngani kubuya so context yambale kuti ana panova we have got access to information. So parenting ndikuona ngati I think parenting panova is supposed to be more open. Makolo zomati bisa kalekale you find kuti makolo kalekale utsunga yankhule ineyo kwa kwathu kuyankhula kwa masten uyankhule kuti ankazi wina kenchani isama yankhula kunyumba kwathu. My mom has never talked to me about my sex life abambanga because it was like a taboo somehow kwathu kumpoto so many makhala. So it was more like a taboo. Koma I feel like if we can have open conversations whereby ana jakakhala afika mwina kumauza that's it pamene wafika apa you are free, we understand kupita kumaku kaupita kusi upita upole uli ndi zaka 16 ukakumana ndi anthu.
That's too late. Good angapita ku uni kuja
koma even not secondary,
even as
primary.
Primary
because we have got access to information.
Yeah, because we're in a digital world, so kids are able to have this information, whatever. You meet an 8-year-old, you will be shocked in what they are going to be.
At identify as bi, had 10 years. Bi.
Very, very shocked. Some of conversations, because even like syllabus Yabanobe, they are trying to incorporate sex education as early as from 6 years old.
Yeah.
Right? Common, this is at school. Because as we're saying with apparently, it has to rotate around this kind of conversations. Because even as Panoba, I think there's a move. I don't want to call it a movement. Komano, with the rise of when the kids are being molested or whatnot, parents are being advised as young as they are, from 2 or 3, you need to be telling them this area Nobody.
Oh,
Yeah.
at Phiri, education?
Yeah.
Don't touch from here.
My mom.
That song, don't
Yeah.
this is
Don't
my
touch.
private
Yeah.
private
Just
Yeah.
put them in a costume and you say where your costume is touching, nobody else.
But nobody else should be touching you within this area.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So it's as early as possible. With that conversation.
Like age appropriate
Yes.
information.
So,
kupeleka mwa age
yeah.
appropriate.
So hey, Komano, as they are growing,
Yeah.
now you also know ngadi at 3 or 4 information that were generally diluted. Now you need to start adding in some content, new content as they are growing up.
Yeah.
Right? Komaso, I think digital ili apple. Malawi, sitting and figure we are not at 80%, 50% digitalized, right? We still rely on culture. 10, 15 years ago, there was a movement. You moved across the I mean, later my practices, my culture practices. Yes. Because the interesting thing, and I remember, I think I was in Form 2. I was doing a research on cultural practices. It was just my thing because I want, Form 2.
No, like sketching.
It was my personal thing. It was my personal thing. I was writing a story, so I wanted to understand the cultural practice. So it should have credibility.
Wait.
And yeah. So anyway, mushina mwali moja, right? Amambweleta dai nage. I mean, like the kids, they have to practice.
Fisi.
Right? No.
Hyena.
So the first thing like before this guy comes, I know that they said they should try with an egg, a hard boiled egg, right? So they would do that. Put it in there.
Oh.
For the first time?
Yeah, for the first time.
Maika kupudu Amaika kuje.
Anyway, that's what we're talking about.
I say, Brandon, you want to see what I can say yes.
Okay, Amaika kutiko. Gugu, Amaika kumalise.
Who nani? Yeah.
Let's talk as professionals. My professionals, I'm an energy.
Thank you.
Amaika kutiko.
Vagina.
Inchichewa mati.
Iwe. Alright. So like vagina.
Yeah, go on.
And then after that, my boy not down. So it just be one dude. Like they'll have probably like 15, 20 young girls. Right? Or say on Dodarani. Awaweki. And then they'll be teaching these young girls at 10, 11, 12 how to that's the chichewa, like how to grind. Like how do you service a man? How do you how do you take care of a man? So these were some of the things that were within this
cultural practices, yeah.
Right? As young as that, right? And all of that. So now this is the girl side. The boy side, also. Right? Kunaiso za also now this is what you're supposed to do. So now
if you're not city bangers means
7 ana aturuka kuchinamwali aturuka kujando. They already know how to do sex because they have had the practice. So now even kwa anyamadaja wucha amauza wudi asimaya amena magoma nti age bracket right? At 15, at 16, I remember Cody Kotina Bino. So now they are growing up with that knowledge. When I would muntu amene zimai amena magoma ndi mwana. Right? Because even right now, I get shocked some of the stories that I read in some of the other platforms. People will be like, as my age or chama kuyambila 25 going up, someone sangaras. Mafuna tiatsing, I don't know the ambulance 18, 19, 20. I like that. So kumaina would mentality meaning
I want to, like, when you guys were talking about yes, we need to put accountability on young girls. I'm not trying to say we don't, but guys, if men were unified and said yuck, there would be no way for these young girls to be fucking older men.
Yeah, so
there would be no
before.
You shouldn't just look at it in the context of men.
I'm not. I've been agreeing with everything as well. I agree.
I read in the context of humans.
Okay.
The society responsibility.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And the women are all a product of the society.
Yes.
I agree. That's why I said, you see, selective hearing. Selective hearing. I started with what?
Let Emanuela
I
land.
started with what? I said I
Let her
agree
land.
that young girls are not stupid. Okay, I didn't say that, but I'm expanding now. I'm expanding now. Young girls are not dumb,
Accountability.
right? Yes, that's what I used. But there is a certain level of accountability. You can't tell me at 16, you're with a 32-year-old. Yes, you think it's cool, or yes, everybody around you is doing it, but you know somewhere Woody, that's not.
On that issue, I think issue we have to focus on resilience building in women. Okay, we have to talk about what are the factors I push, because they have to be, I believe in the law of cause and effect. Because there is no behavior without cause. Okay, so as my second ambidi, we'll have moment of lack.
Before the situation was like this, there was a time Nsigana Gangomona Montundi ring.
Bas.
They don't want to do anything.
No goes on.
Or like sign yodi muntu.
Like that.
They don't even want to do anything. You don't have to explain whether you're married or you're divorced or you got one way. They'll stay away from you.
So okay, where I was trying to go Kwambi resilience building is like this. Women are going to be exposed to men like that. Okay. Kwambi nodi nodi zoti kugwavula kakukhazwa city manzi wetu kwa moto kuzikozekelesa umagula zovala zofunikireti kuti kagwavula ndivala izi ukata ndivala izi. So what do I mean? Asika na kena uzidwe kuti there will be moment of lack. For example, you uzapita ku school. Okay, you have lack. It doesn't mean to say lack has to push you to be the illusions to make money. Okay, so aida kuziwa reality, because guys, reality ndonera muntu sunga kale muntu $1 every time. Okay, there is sometimes that everyone can go broke, and nsika na ina uzidwe koma chimechi mafuta chenoli asika na mbili resilience alibi asana bange build mapero yake amangofuna survival instincts kusewe. Okay, ineo kuti for example ku college anthu akudya za bwino, you know it, zovala za bo, nails, malizons are very kuti utatuone malizons yake, it's just maintenance kwambiri utatu aone ineo men maonera ineo it. So if we can try to build resilience to say kuti
maintenance is expensive.
Yeah, so if we and parasika naina gamati matradi unazwa pakampasa amati matradi unaona masika naina gamati matradi amakakula blood amone ngati zisiru pakampasa amangopezeka pa dean's list yo. Asika na mina they are also exposed to the same environment. I think we have to start talking about
they choose.
Yeah, Asika, so choices.
Yeah, but also aside from choosing, cause in there,
resilience.
Even growing up, my mom would always say, "No, dimbigani school is into mena mukuzi sililazo." So first of all, you need to work hard. So
we have to compare two groups.
It's about the information as a child, what they are being fed.
So Gugu, so we have to compare. Panoba tisabide kwa mune tipange compare two groups of Asigana. Asigana mena lugampasi alipo panoba even panoba now. Even AG alipo soda upanga zinzaba gampasi and ukulubiliga and sa ukona. So Asigana menaje, what are they doing china jake? If you are making decisions and resilience, I think if we can focus on that.
I think it's
because odi okabanga amuno da kufuna kuda atenge advantage aliwa ambili. So I think we need to focus on them so that they can realize to say I don't have to indulge on this.
I think it's a complicated thing.
Yeah.
I think I can speak to all of the ladies on the couch.
Yeah.
That we weren't ever really swayed by some of these things, either in high school, in university, whatever. We had a good time, but like there were limits.
Yeah.
Right? But I also think if you look at each one of our parents, our parental sets, they really pushed education, they pushed self-reliance, they pushed, you are smart, like really
you're beautiful, be yourself.
Yes. Go to I used to go on dates with my parents to the library. We would have like lunch, go to the library, that kind of thing. So now I end up in university and somebody's like, Emanuela doesn't do this thing, this girl does this thing. And it's like, but we don't have the same foundation. I can't say with all honesty that if I wasn't raised by the amount of love, unconditional love and support that I was, that I wouldn't have been tempted.
Okay.
Right? So it's a larger discussion.
All right. Anyway, now let's bring it
way back.
All the way back, right? Yeah, we have dissected why 15 and 24 was wrong. That my pedophile, whatever. And we have even dissected the choice of being 15 and why you're saying yes to this nigga. Now let's bring it to why we are here, people. Why we are here, right? Guys, is it really wrong for you have gone through all the hoops in this relationship of being cheated on, kids, whatever, you've been groomed, and then from nowhere you're just hearing from social media, what are you and this nigga are divorced, and 2 minutes he's getting engaged, 2 minutes he's married, and then Iweo in your car, you have cried, you have whatever, and then you're like, you know what, let me start dating.
Yeah, so you've cried for years.
Komasa pali magabe na ngadi neo ex wanga ina ngadi kumandi wabangisa wadi kumandi tumizira chithuza ati wachiona wadi wako magabe nuso bani ex wanga wabangisa wadi eda kumandi tumizira ine zithuzi ndoti I know
Happy, why you're married, you're texting your ex? Ew.
ayi ndoti nzake wina ngake friend akunditumiza tose wadi wako nalicho nso ndasi
Why you?
akuti basi nimangufuna ningo kupasaka mini heart kenakaka
Of course.
Okay. Then
koma kama abaya, of course kama abaya. Kama abaya.
agreement nena kuti azimaife tizidikirira
No.
kuti tilire
No.
tilire mamuna ame.
In the words of Tiana Taylor,
Okay.
allow yourself to have your, how do you get my Mario coins knocked out of you? Do you know what that means? Allow yourself to be digged down. Allow yourself to be digged down in peace. Don't let your past relationships, your past situationships stop you from meeting someone who's great, who's going to give you pleasure and happiness.
Take one
I have a bright future.
Take a picture.
It's okay.
Take a picture of Tiana Taylor and post it here. And I want to tell girls, this is not the type of women you have to look up to. It's like, no. It's like looking up to Cardi B.
Why?
Why not?
Why not?
Those are not the type of girls you have to look up to.
Why not?
Why is Tiana Taylor? I want you to give me.
Promoting integrity.
Koma malomodo zanu koma questionable.
Chill out. Guys, wait.
What?
Wait, guy. Integrity, no, role models come in different shapes and sizes. I can take something from Tiana Taylor. I can also take something
from Grace Chinga.
From Joyce Banda. I can also take something from Gugu. Role models have their own specific parts that you can embody. Now, Tanvea guy. Why do I admire Tiana Taylor? I think she is a very strong woman. She has 2 children. She has left her husband, who was abusive towards her, and she has moved on. Same thing with Anne, the innocent. She has decided to let go. Even Cardi B.
Yeah.
Offset is stupid.
Hey.
Chill out. Let me finish. Let me finish. Those women have decided, good, Mamuna Oyuyu has done me dirty, but this is not going to be my identity. I want to move on from this and be myself. Whether I have kids, whether I have this situation, whether I'm broke or I have money, I am still my own person and I want to be happy. That's why I admire those women. So whether you think Kuti Tiana Taylor is not someone to be looking up to, that's strong. That's strong as fuck.
Strength, sure.
Inagakala muntu ina waku Malawi gunoko. Inagakala, some of our aunties and our sisters that we know, they would have buried their heads in the sand. What sort of shameful shit is that? Basi Mamuna should be dogging out as Kandiana 20. Who do you think you are?
No. I want to agree with you. First of all, I buried her, whatever, in the sand.
For a very long
For a while. But now look.
It's fine. But I'm not finding one now where we're going to guys. But you go formula. And how you're going to get you know? Get here in a second, it's here in a year, in 10 years.
It's very subjective.
So, when we are preaching this, we have to be mindful as well. We have a problem, yeah? But I'm going to argue, that's what I'm saying. Just because we have that time of reflection.
So there's also men who are men
Yeah, of course it's true. It applies.
perspectives.
It applies both sides.
There are men that are being abused by women. We are down.
Brandon, did you say abuse? Wait, Brandon, did you say abuse? Hey, so why are you coming with abuse? First of all, because you're putting a lot of things on me, Eddie. Wait, choose the guy.
What Annie has gone through is emotional.
Sure.
So what he's saying in that context, there are also women who have put men in the
Same situation, yeah.
I went down. Okay.
Yeah.
But there are also men.
Yeah.
Ngozo, why is it, Kuti, when I'm talking about women's situations, why is it that you guys want to bring yourselves to this? Can you not let me have our moment? Can we listen? No.
Hey, calm. Yeah, relax, yeah.
I'm chilled.
Yeah.
Why do you have to do that when I'm talking about women? Why can't we talk about women continuously? Yes, thank you.
Okay. No, there's a guy. But I ain't hanging a paper.
Yes, Brandon.
Which guy?
What does that mean?
I'm done with it. This is the thing. A dog. It's not in case you're not cause and effect.
Yeah, a lot of cause and effect, yeah.
You know, this towards men because I'm a man and I know how men feel. Yeah? Okay. So it's in context. I'm not saying do these if anyone what suppose happening because I know. I'm just trying to in context because I'm a man and I relate more to men because I'm a man. So this is the thing. I want what is a hero.
Yeah. That invested, I think point taken there win.
Yeah.
Hill. There's a higher probability that mononga muntu
Male or female?
Male or female.
I say, what can 3 years? No, what can hero? I said, what can 5 minutes? No. So, that terrible.
Okay.
Ngozo and Brandon, did you hear the question that Gugu asked? Did you hear the question that Gugu asked? Gugu asked, as a society, and I'm going to summarize, as a society, why is it that we expect women not to heal? Why are we saying good? Yes, why are we saying
their healing period should be longer?
Why are we saying the healing period should be longer?
There's no period. That's
no. Brandon. To be fair to Brandon was saying that. Brandon really was. He was. Brandon was saying that. Okay, wait. What Brandon said when you said why did I go down? It's because I'm a woman. I see things through woman lens. And to be fair, I agree. I logically and intellectually, yes, we live in a society. Everybody has a part to play. Even misogyny, the patriarchy, misogynoir. I said this last time. Everybody has a role to play. There are women that will spit at you for getting a college degree because why do you need that? You just need to get married. What are you doing? Who do you think you are? Blah, blah, blah. For me, that's not my cross to carry, right? That's really not. If you think that way, glory be to God. I wish you joy and happiness, but that's not my problem. So when I heard that, I was thinking from the women's side. I said, men stay ruining. That's why I went down. And I feel like Brandon summarized it because I think through the way Brandon thinks through a man lens because he's a man. I think through a woman lens because I'm a woman. Now, to answer your question.
Answer that. But at the end of the day, what I've been saying is life is not black and white.
Yeah.
Most of us live in there.
Okay.
So just because I live in black, you live in white. Doesn't.
I agree with that. But that's why I didn't say anything.
Okay.
We're
also running out of time. We're also running out of time, right? He said something. He was okay. This my brother. I'm gonna be with you, right? I will be with you. Yeah. So. My question was about the time period. Is it okay? We have to be judging women and saying, what do you need to wait? 2, even 10 years.
Okay,
right?
Let the guys respond.
Right? So in this situation, right? whatever has happened with them, guy, it's been 2 months or 5 months, and then she has started dating another person. To what he said is, it is okay. You can date at whatever period you want to date. Komaso, are we in the space where we do want to date? Because dating, it means you also need to pour yourself into this relationship, emotionally, physically, and all of that, right? For me, this is a situationship that I would be okay with, right? Not necessarily would you are dating for a long-term thing. If you say, no, you just want to let your hair down, have fun, go, feel loved, go jiggy with the person, and then you move on, that's fine, right? Komano, in a space where you haven't fully healed, you are dating another person, you are going to bring in all this emotional trauma into this relationship, and then this person, you are pouring all of this trauma into. What are you thinking about them? You also, they're also going to carry the burden that you are busy pouring into this relationship. So now it's going to be a cycle. Now it was toxic. Now this guy is going to pour that toxicity into another person who was supposed to literally be loved, right? So for me, in a balanced situation, right, we are not saying, Nana Woody, we have to be judging people. It's okay to say, no, you know what? I feel like it's too soon. You have gone through so much. It's been too much of a trauma for you. Have time, heal, before you jump into a real serious relationship where you need to pour yourself into.
So right? Google, mafandi said as you are define bangishet. Define Moses song. Okay, body nail. Okay, mafandi said Google.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you it. You know it, but if this, for example, for a man, a society man na uri utawatira gaza wili, it's okay. Mamuna, if for example atokandi bena tokandi gazi ku area 3 atokaso ni gazi 43 wala gazi 3. Okay, ai ndi unena uri akukwatira, I'm talking about our
friends in Ben. What life?
Oh, aligale. Okay, so okay, where this stems from when this is easy. I think in mafani ngangwa where it's stemming from. Amuna afraid we are given by society, even religion, mabizali ngadi machechena. As long as we can provide for them. Koma you see when it comes to women to say we can a woman marry and amuna illegal. Society amakana, religion are broke and kanimini. So I feel like but the expectation in I think women, because you are more feminine, there is an expectation whereby to say muma sunga banja ndinuyo. I don't know. I think kani indio nina women masunga banja ndiniwa anthu amene amasunga banja tilekeze kuti nyumba manali munthu osunga ndi I think people society manena kuti no matter what kakubwire vula kakukhale ziphale wali iniwo eti mwina kuti munthu mukhalebe position imene ija pamene amuna afeti anati basa free range wadona. That's why you find it mamuna akakharuwa panga move on mwansanga eti
it's okay.
Society manena ati it's okay, you ona even apa pasana yankhula namba ninda tobap. Koma you see kuti this one wangopanga apa, even Cardi B wangopanga apa pakomene you find anthu akumpanga judge. So I feel like kuti women, do you accept to say kuti panopa society apanga evolve kuti panopa
Cardi B is not being judged. Cardi B is being supported by a lot of women.
Oh,
by a lot of women.
Yeah,
being supported.
Okay,
and being judged at the same
so koma women, do you
time.
accept kuti inuyo kapena panopa you don't accept kuti society is kuona ni choncho kuti mukhale ndi free range? Do you want to be more free?
You know personally. Okay, personally, Eddie, I know that this is very unconventional and not everyone can live their lives the way that I want to live my life. I believe that no one can tell me what to do.
Okay.
I am a grown up. Whether I want to go and sleep with 20 men or not, I can do so. Whether I want to settle down and be with one man and have kids, I can also do so. I think that as women, we need to unshackle ourselves. We need to stop thinking, okay, what is my aunties and my janjan and my church is going to say about me? Guy, you have one life, one singular life. If you live it the way you want to, you'll be the happiest person. From outside Ikuti, I think Anne even took too long. If it was me, inagakala 1 week.
But would it be like a proper relationship?
It doesn't matter whatever it is. Whatever I need at that moment in time. If knowing myself, knowing me at that moment in time, maybe I needed that romantic love. I would probably find myself a situation.
All right, guys. Inyankani ya Anir naimva. And when maposta jana duluka. yoti walemba kuti ayi ine ndiyani panopa tasiyana chanchachan azimayambirana kuyanazo kwambiri considering how she has been
wakubira wakulanjera
anapilira
and then tired. Yeah, but then what's funny is no one has ever talked about what Two-Face was going through. Mubanja. It was always about what she was going through. Now, it all goes back to as Bambo, Samalankla Wambili, and there was a time one of his close friend, what Two-Face, I think she was so violent. Like, if you had to go through, I think Balima
Umboni.
Yes, ndizopanda umboni. It's alleged.
Apacha amuna kwambiri masunga amuna adiko mati masunga zinthu.
It's alleged.
Amuna kwambiri masunga zinthu. Sinimayanga.
So nzaka nayankhula kuti nkazi cheke zineyo takati kumulangiza Two-Face kuti nkazi ndovuta. So I don't know who was doing the most mubanjamo.
Okay.
Yeah?
We're all
and on top of that, let me finish Ababa. Because now issue I'm a best friend.
Yeah.
You're saying good Amina Gwenda never the best friend. Eh?
What if Abanga Chikuwa?
Best friend. This best friend has been there. Banja Landa Uganda. You also mentioned Nazakangana.
Amadia obviously.
Emotions were involved.
Amadia.
This woman was not straight throughout the Banja. And Two-Face was sick. Exactly.
He had bestie. Had like 5 babies on her. So what if she was cheating?
Okay.
I think I rest my case.
The one of Anne criticized. At the same time, if you consider 20 years, going through ABCD, that was a ordinary slow fade.
And that's the kale.
I've been in a place in the relationship, many of us feel catching down. In a gamba would see that one. Anytime many, I will charge.
not together.
I think there are those contexts. And also, this marriage was toxic. Because as you're saying, what your friends were saying, and the public was saying, and this guy's found...
But my video about YouTube, I say, Anzaga mane oda, if Two-Face to my muzo, I say, kazu you, no zoom.
Okay, so we're busy throwing in assumptions. Namba ndiba 15, but 24, but it may be the filing scene tege, and then whatever. Tabang abaso dinodi, we also don't know.
Context.
Context.
Munyumbamo.
We're busy. So
we're blaming her.
I want to throw in an assumption.
Stir the pot.
Yeah, do it.
So chronologically, of the chronological period of the relationship.
Love easy. Ana high school as wige.
Yeah. So 15, 24. Right? That nodi mwina pa mahirika grooming. Assumption is na semedi na ponyas. Mahirika grooming kana za jidiga. Yeah. Ona ai tumenya so ka grooming ga jidiga na wana amba ubera janja sinaga. So ana bera my heartbreak agwamenya. Bwe. Right? So but na zafika no mwina kan tell you na nodi baby cannot take this shit anymore. Right? So now if you are going to bring shit in this house, Ines, I'm going to throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some.
It's funny because
it's women.
Okay. On the same assumption situation, that's why I just want to chip in. Yeah. It's funny because women are so good at matching the negative energy, but when it comes to the positive energy.
That's such a lie.
I'm so sorry. Mesa, wait. Mesa, I'm your sheep. So if you lead me to darkness, what am I supposed to do but not follow you into the darkness?
My point is, when I lead you to positivity, you don't follow positivity. But when I lead you to negativity, you are so eager to return negativity.
Assumption. Let's say 10 years. The baby girl was loyal. She was a woman that he wanted her to be. Right? He groomed her. Oh, I love that. Okay. Hey.
Thing is, guys, toxicity.
Yeah?
This whole thing was toxic.
Normalized toxicity. We have to go normalized.
We're also having smoke breaks together.
But he's drinking.
Even know what smoke breaks you're talking about.
And I mean, no, we
Got it.
asikana kwakamira zinthu
There's a reason. There's a reason why she stayed. There's a reason why Annie stayed.
Because she was good.
But she never talked to her. No. Guys, let's be accountable here. She made a choice to stay. She wasn't 15 her whole life.
komanso Two-Face analibe ndrama komatu anthu amene Two-Face analili ndrama kwambiri yayi akuonekana ankondadi.
You know what? When we talk about grooming,
chipapapa.
I would rather blame it on parenting or whatever. No. If I have a daughter and that's 16, she's doing some weird shit, it's my fault as the parent. Did she have parents, this girl? Yeah.
komanso religious affiliation ya Annie.
so you as the
Religious
man
affiliation
have
anayamba ngati Muslim.
it's the parent.
Okay.
Okay, what were you doing there? What were you doing there? It's both of you and the parent.
Yes, but let's have the parents in this.
Guys, to want to comment on something that was very toxic.
True.
Yeah.
Two-Face got in cover of good. I'm not
Why so?
I'm in love with Siamuna. Also, to Gabangas when I'm So, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to preach is when you see this thing is not serving me, leave.
True. I agree.
Two-Face akanangokhala ngati Nick Cannon basi akanatengerako manosi a Nick Cannon amakhala open kuti ndikupita ukuku basi za open osakwatira munthu.
The problem that we have also
Serious.
the problem that we have as women,
Societal pressure.
so it's not even societal pressure. Kwina kuyikwase women utawupita, whether it's church, your home, or whatever, your elders will tell you kuti banja ndikupilira. And you are talking about women who are in Africa. They're Nigerians. So that's the toxic mentality. Now imagine Anio. This is 2000 and what? 2000 and
Actually,
4. They meant in 1998, 99. But you think obviously throughout all that time she thought about it, but everyone she was speaking to was definitely telling her to do the contrary.
Story. I was at some point, whatever, the past, the future, whatever. I was working somewhere, and I got sick. BP. Look at me. BP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hypertension. Yeah. My pastor was zero. My cousin, my command. You know what I did? I left. Why? It was for me. It was not about the money. It's not about how I've been there or how people are going to look at me and say, you know, how it been. I'll tell you that you are. Right? So one of people will be like, no, I don't want to and I don't care about that shit.
No.
Yeah? I'm looking out for myself. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, we are well informed.
Yeah.
Degree, psychology,
It's like koma zinthu zake ase anthu ogwira za mental health ndi mmatidiyonse.
Sindinganene zambiri.
Podcastmalawi. So, timaziwa, I'm upset. But we let our emotions get the best of us. I don't know. You know?
Okay.
It's only natural. I understand. Distance ourselves from whatever.
And just look at the issue objectively.
I'd like to say something that may or may not be triggering to the audience and the people watching, yeah?
Triggering.
I agree with your stance, right? I do. But I also think that a lot of times we have, and I'm not singling myself out, right? I'm including myself in this. We have these conversations forgetting that you as a man, you've always been raised to put yourself first, right? Me, because of the way I was raised.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's not.
Okay, cool.
Assumptions.
Okay, all right. Let me finish. Me, because of the way I was personally raised, and you were personally raised, and you were personally raised, we were meant to value ourselves. Unfortunately, we live in a world where women, not even women, young girls, right? As young as 3, 4, you're in charge of your 1-year-old. You're socialized in a way where you're never who you are as a person. You're number 5,
number last
on the list.
First comes God, then everyone else, and
it's God, it's me, it's this, it's this. And if you look at it logically, your way, our way of thinking only makes sense. Because that's the only, what are you doing? but we don't put enough, I think, importance, and we don't realize the depth that from the moment you were one, you got given a baby girl doll, a baby boy doll, and you're told that was your responsibility. You need to look after that. Once that doll, it's your sister, your brother. That's your responsibility. After that, it's your father. You as women, a lot of the times,
It's your husband.
yes.
It's your kids. Then it's your grandkids.
It sounds like sci-fi when you talk about it, because for a lot of people it's really hard. A lot of men and some women, it's really hard to comprehend, right? But you're genuinely, a lot of women are taught, I've had conversations. I'm who I am, right? We all know who I am. I've had conversations with women and they're like, why would you put yourself next to a man? Genuinely, like they're not trying to wahahaha you. They're genuinely, you are his extra rib. You are here to serve, and that's genuinely what they feel. So we talk about these things and we can intellectualize these things, but we really don't take into part like how important and how you're raised in a psychological dungeon, essentially. You're raised without sunlight.
Okay. No. You remember how in the Bible?
Oh, Beban.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. In a nutshell, what was your point? Wait. In favor.
Yeah.
What is your point?
What was your
My
point?
Is when we're talking about some of these things and we look at logic, you should have left it. That relationship, that situation was toxic. You should have left. It didn't make sense. We don't take into account the way women are socialized. Yeah,
So Mason, can you say it's about it's about economic independence? I feel like
that's part.
I'm ukakharu munthu wangwadira nkazi. I think mina two baba nani drama, wapakati pompanga expose ani to a certain type of life. So mwina kusamusia kwa maganiza kuti kodi ineo how I maintain my life. So inanimaona ngati kuti we don't talk about the financial independence. I believe akazi amene amakhala zoti amapeza kwa kantelejedi amakhala kondi zelu. They make bold decisions. Nkazi amene alibe ndrama akudalira mamuna.
It's difficult.
I'm about to
You have a good point, Igor.
I'm about to close.
Yeah. We are the generation that's breaking that pathway.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
Second, guys, okay, what we have to understand is just pointing out what is wrong. I want women to take the same accountability and say, you know what, my guy, you will have to eat.
Account what?
Accountability.
And this would take who? Go on.
I want the same for women to say, guys, you go there. That we got also for these are different. Yeah, because men are going to move forward and move it. But so it's my not because but because we are not really men makenzanga ni nyamara eneo ni sama kenzanga simawi na wage pena wage. So what I'm trying to say is tikamabia ni hapa kasoro ngini, let's look at them as people. Sexes.
I think we need to look at them as sexes before.
Yeah, we have to look at them
before we become. The goal is to look at
the dynamics of a relationship. Like they're not the same, bro.
Yeah, they're not the same because.
Then why would you gauge not the same?
Hey, you know what? I did say part 2. It feels like we did part 2.
Funika di part 2. Because I funika part 2, part 3.
You do realize it? How many? What? We haven't dived too deep into.
I'm just sitting happy there, so.
Part 3. Yeah, but you know what? Our time is running out. My producer is busy giving me hands. 5, 2, 3. You know what? So it's been lovely. I brought you trouble again, and we brought it. Yeah, they have brought the fire, you know, and they did well. You know, I think we picked the right men. You know, Uncle B, Uncle Igor here, and my ladies, as always, they always know how to bring the fire. You know what? But I also want to squash a little bit of gossip that you people are out there trying to say, Woody, this is a sex show. Dude, we're here. We are here to talk about society issues.
Issues.
Zintu zimene they affect
background.
on a daily basis. So who's already know what?
No, go on.
Yeah.
I'm actually on your side. These are the things we can actually avoid.
I was there. Hey.
We don't talk about this thing actually happening.
Who is going to be talking about this? It's us.
Even if we
Just this, like you see.
We are
we can shut up, but these things are happening.
They are happening. 98%. These are the real issues that are on the ground, affecting us daily. We're going to be here talking about finances. We're going to be here to talk about Christianity. We're going to be here
Unemployment.
everything. All right. All of these things, the issues that are affecting us in our society. Hey, you're busy talking about immoral things. You also, in your private moments, you're busy doing immoral situations. So what are you doing?
Thousand. Them.
There are so many leaders of congregation.
How did you comment on news?
That is that not also
Sibasa munaonera. Gabena kupasa ni
that.
review.
Don't start bashing my people. Don't do that because these issues are affecting a lot of people.
And what I understand, he has got like 4,000 followers.
Zaki.
And I think he was
And my followers are also agree, so I'm also talking to you. You know, I'm
But the man of God, I mean, no?
you know also. Yes, and then so if you have never, if you don't know what sex is, if you don't know whatever it is that we talk about here is, shut your ears.
And actually, we can actually play homework on you.
Yeah.
Abwere?
Do
No.
and he wouldn't like it.
How do you know about these topics? If they are not also part of your society? These are issues that are affecting people. So let the people that are being affected listen and get helped at the end of the day. We are here to assist, to help, to shed some light with our opinions, by the way, also, right? With some aided facts, aided by our, fact checker in the background there. So please, we are here as Monday service trying to help people out there. All right. So this is our plea as the Musa of this congregation.
Let he without what?
My
Sin.
demons in the background.
Yes.
Judge now.
Hallelujah.
I don't know about a
Deeper. Yes.
As the deacons, right? So with my deacons in the background, we're here to assist everybody. So us as Monday service, we are saying we'll be back with round 3 because we're done. We're not done. Here again with the problematic team.
Yeah.
We are going to show up again. All right,
Because we're not done.
Hey, Brando there.
Hey,
Somewhere.
what is he doing there?
I said, Muguma minura so going this.
It's exactly.
Yeah. So it's been us from Uncle Eagle,
Yeah.
TK, Uncle B, Emanuela, and as always, the Master.
Peace, guys.